Wright. So people involved were James Ingraham, who was the one who was in middle school, Wright, who was a principal, Solomon Barnes, who was an assistant to the principal, Remy Delaford, who was assistant principal, and the superintendent. So James was 14 years old, and he was an 8th grader, and he attended Charles R. Drew Junior High School in Dade County, Florida. And James failed to leave the school auditorium after being asked by the teacher. And the principal told Ingram to bend over to receive 10 hits for the paddle, and he then refused to bend over, and that was when he was grabbed by the arms and by the legs and received 20 hits. So he was badly injured and had to receive medical attention, and the paddle was so severe that he suffered a hematoma, and the physician instructed him to stay home for 11 days. And the 8th Amendment prohibits excessive fines and bail, as well as cruel and unusual punishment, and this is what he was hit with. The Supreme Court cases also had to do with violating the 8th Amendment are Francis versus Rex Weber, Harmelin versus Michigan, Hudson versus McMillian, and Robert versus Simmons. Okay, so the case was brought to the United States District Court for the Southern District of Florida, and the court dismissed all 3 counts even before hearing the evidence. The case was brought to a panel of the Courts of Appeals, which voted to reverse the decision of the District Court on the grounds that the punishment was severe and oppressive. And the court rejected the decision and affirmed the judgment of the District Court, and Ingram then appealed to the Supreme Court. And it was decided on April 19th, 1977, and the Supreme Court ruled in a 5-4 decision that public schools were allowed to paddle students without giving a hearing. And Justice Lewis Powell said that the 8th Amendment ban had always been applied to convicted criminals, but it does not apply the ban to non-criminal contexts such as school discipline. Then, based on the decision, the court did not see any need to expand the 8th Amendment to include disciplinary actions taken by public schools for the students. And in making this decision, the Supreme Court looked at cases such as Paul versus Texas, United States versus Barnett, and Green versus McElroy. And then Ingram versus Wright is one of a series of cases in which the Supreme Court has struggled to find the proper balance between the rights of individual students and the need of school officials to maintain order to protect the rights of students.